Hello everyone. So in September, me and my boyfriend went on a trip to Italy. We were finally able to travel. Not me getting almost knocked out by the vaccine, but I got to see Italy afterwards, which was really nice. So here's the vlog. We visited 5 different Italian cities: Como, Milan, Venice, Florence, and Rome. So we started in Como, and I thought I lost all the footage of Como, and then literally like yesterday I found the footage. Unfortunately, it was kind of cloudy on the days that we went, but I still found it very beautiful. We walked around a little bit and then we went up this thingy and we decided we want to go see that house. Why, you ask? It looked pretty, but also the view from next to the house was chef's kiss. After Como, we went to Milan, which everyone told me it wasn't as beautiful as the other cities, which I kind of disagreed. I still liked it very much. Plus, the weather was much nicer. This Museum of Italian Design was one of my favorite museums. Then we had lunch at a McDonald's near the galleries, where we could people watch. If you can, go to the gallery at both day and night, because I think it gives off a different vibe. The Starbucks roastery was just very random. We just saw it on the street when we were passing by, and I'd never been to one, so we decided to go in just to check it out. And we ended our stay in Milan by going to the Navigli district and having some typical food and drinking beer. Our next stop was Venice. We actually took a night flexi bus and arrived at like 7 a.m. while the city was still waking up. So we didn't pay for accommodation that night. If you can do that, it's a great way to save money. In my opinion, Venice was my favorite city because I think it's so unique from other places I've been to. We found this art gallery by chance as well, and it had a lot of cool things. It had a free entry, so just go there if you have time and go to Venice, because they have really interesting pieces. If you can't go there or just can't go to Venice in general, they actually have a virtual tour available on their website, so I'll leave the link down below for you to check it out. They also have other galleries aside from this one in Venice, so if you're lucky you might just have one near you. I must be honest, I didn't love the Guggenheim Museum. The art gallery that we went, that was free, I liked the art that they had much more than the one in Guggenheim. Maybe because it was just another vibe. But yeah, I did find the exterior to be very pretty though. Later that afternoon, we went to Florence, and we arrived pretty late, so on the next morning, we started off by seeing David, the beautiful chapel, and obviously, typical Italian pasta. Then again, by chance, I found the Gucci Garden, which is an exhibition to celebrate Gucci's 100th birthday. If you don't get a chance to visit, you can go to their website and do a virtual tour, so I'll leave the link down below. There were a lot of different rooms, and by quoting Vogue, recreates the sets of the 15 of the most conceptual, adventurous, and visually impactful advertising campaigns envisioned by Michel in his 6.5 years at the helm of the Italian label. I did meet like 4 or 5 Italians who were about my age who noticed I was alone and spoke to me, and they were really nice. This room was so fun because since it had mirrors on the floor and on the ceiling, it gave this illusion that it was gigantic. I really liked looking at all the shoes on display because I know the traditional one, let's put it that way, and I really like it. So it was fun to see all the variations of it. Obviously, I cannot afford one, but maybe one day. If you are a BTS fan, you might recognize these 2 jackets. As you can see, RM and Jimin wore the same ones on the DNA music video. This room had several cameras pointing at the different objects and monitors displaying it. They also had a store with exclusive things from the museum, which I just looked around. Obviously, I wasn't intending on buying anything. But people that worked there were actually very nice because they didn't judge me, even though I looked like a broke-ass tourist. They were very nice, they didn't judge. They asked me if I needed any help. Obviously, I didn't, but I did keep my ticket. When I tell this is the best ice cream I've ever had, go there, please. Please. From Florence, we just went to Rome, our last stop. We went on a hop-on, hop-off bus, which I think helped a lot to get a feel of the city. So if you have the money, do that. I think it was really worth it. We saw these three nuns looking out at the Colosseum, and I thought it was so cute. This place had some typical Roman pizza, which was really good. It's near the Trevi Fountain. Then on the next day, I went to the Vatican Museum solely because I wanted to see the Sistine Chapel. I didn't know though that it was so big. If you go and you're interested, they have a bunch of other things aside from the Sistine Chapel. I didn't have time to see it all. And since it was our last day, we shopped in the afternoon a little bit and then just looked around to have a feel of the city, and ended up finding this place that had really good pasta. And then we went to have a typical tiramisu, which was, I think, is actually pretty known. And I like this place because it reminded me of Lisbon. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one.